911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they said that they left her on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes. Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no cameras. But now I came, and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys. But that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, yes it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen her because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this is on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and well, you know, real quick, I'm just gonna see if maybe I'm gonna see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is KENNEKA Jenkins.
All right, and could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, yeah, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was laying in the bed. I just had breast surgery. I fought deep breast cancer, so I'm, sedated off medication early, and they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, to strengthen myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for her. Once they brought me my car, I came right out here, and I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them did they see it, and there was a lady in the lobby. And she heard me asking at the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room, and come to find out it was the people next door. And when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which then, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
No, I completely understand.
East of entryway.
The one issue we have, and it's not necessarily that it's an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old, and I mean, as of
Hold
right
on,
now.
she's 19 years old? That's my daughter. She's 19. Her name KENNEKA Jenkins, KENNEKA.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19. But what I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She's, I don't know, maybe she's, she could be somewhere with one of her friends or something, because, I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friends supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now, they said. They told me. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called me.
Yeah. Well, I guess the one, are you looking to file a missing persons report then, or are you just, or would you? I'm sorry, go on ahead.
I'm so sorry, sir, but I just want to know, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras and see, it's because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time?
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's you could tell, not to be saying, you could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself, because and then it sounded like they had been drinking. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink? And they said she had only 1 cup. But okay, my daughter ain't the type that normally, she can't even take liquor. Her liquor level is just like mine. We can't take liquor. We cannot take liquor. We take a sip of liquor, we drunk. Honestly.
No, I completely understand.
And I'm like, 1 cup is too much for her, And like I asked them, and then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has a phone. How did she love her phone? I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all and just go disappear? And she know I just had surgery. She know my predicament.
No, yeah. Well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. Again, you know how it is. You drink in the night before, you get, what I mean, whatever else have you. So just give it a couple hours. Maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very smart.
Okay, well then, like I said, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean? Give her some time. Again, maybe she went to one of her other friends' places, or maybe she is still in the room. Just knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yes, I thank you. Okay, and so how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just, like I said, just give it a little bit of time. If you hadn't heard from her by, I want to say about 10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, give us a call again. You can come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay, I live in Chicago. Would it be better for me to come back to you all station, or should I go in Chicago and make out a missing report?
I think you can try to file it out in Chicago. They may tell you to come here since it happened in our town, but I do know that since she lives with obviously she lives with you in the city, I think this might actually fall on them. Or at least they'll be able to take the report, and then they'll get in contact with us, and we'll be able to help them out with the investigation from there.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter, whichever one. If I have to come back out here, I'll come back out here. But as long as if we be able to see, if I come, okay, I give it to tomorrow. It's 24 hours. After 24 hours, Do you think they'll still be able to see the video camera of today, the surveillance camera
Yes.
for today?
Yes. We definitely be able to we definitely be able to get the footage.
Okay, thank you. Well,
All right.
I'll do that. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much. Okay. Okay.
All right, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
T-shirt, and she was. Is there any reason for you to be concerned about that?
I saw that, but if it was somebody from the hotel park, the police didn't tell us.
Somebody's doing something.
Yeah, they didn't tell us if it was. They didn't.
That's what I thought. That didn't add up. This attached. Okay. If there's any other way for you to use us, I'll text you my number. You can reach out to us. Jamal has my number too, and also, yeah. But if you need anything else, I'm so sorry. This isn't something you should be grieving now. You should be trying to solve a crime here.
Yeah, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. I get yes, that's my little sister. I'm not gonna stop until I get you.
Can I ask you a question, sister? What is it that you want to tell the whole world to stop saying about your sister, negative, anything on Facebook, all these lies until the truth come out? What did you want, the message that you want to
I want to tell them to please stop making it seem like my sister was here, because what she had on, because what you wear don't identify your character. You can't judge a book by its cover. So I don't care what this hotel known for, because I got a lot of rumors that the hotel known for selling. You know what? One thing, and I'm not just saying this because she's my sister. You guys, anybody out here that know her? KENNEKA had 2 boyfriends out of her life that I know about. Tampons hurted my sister. So I know she wasn't here selling nothing. I know she wasn't here. They need to stop saying that she was drunk, because now it's a bunch of other videos that's at 2:40, that's at 2:30. It's a lot of more videos coming out, and I have the video. See, she was fine. She was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that. So if y'all say she got lost at 2, somehow she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Because when the manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, KENNEKA was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was a manager. You see this in the video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3-something, not 2-something. It ain't adding up because we got like 5 more videos. So what they saying not adding up. They say it was at 3:20. She was stumbling. They say she was stumbling. I don't believe that.
Well,
at the front desk, you're talking about, in the hallway.
They say she was walking to an employee area, and they saw her on the camera stumbling, like holding on to the wall to walk like she was intoxicated.
did you guys view that camera, or that's what
No,
they told you?
they saw that after we viewed the camera.
Okay.
They didn't show us that camera. They saw that after we reviewed all. Once I left, they said they did every camera that they had in the hotel to get extra.
So tomorrow you can get your hands on that. You can stay there and show me you can say, show me everything, right? I mean, sit there all day long.
If they willing to show it to me, yes.
Are you okay with me giving him your number?
Yes.
You can reach out to me.
Where is the freezer? Where's the freezer located?
In the basement, right?
Okay, to get to the freezer from the elevator, you have to walk straight. You got to pass the front desk, and then you have to turn. It's a long hallway. You got to walk through the hallway. You got to open 2 double doors. Before you open the door, it's a camera right there. Before you enter the door. And I told the police officer, I'm like, it's a camera right here. He told me it's 7 different ways to enter that kitchen.
What about the freezer? You can enter the kitchen all kinds of ways. You still have to sit there until they show you.
I say it's the camera right here. So he say it's 7 different ways to enter the freezer. And it's a long way you gotta go for her to be drunk like she had a mind.
Why not go outside and get air?
You gotta go through
Why not go outside?
Then you gotta go through a little walkway. Then you gotta keep walking. You gotta walk through something else. Then you gotta open a little door thing. Then you gotta walk some more. Go through a door thing. But the camera before they say no, we not there yet. They say no, we not there yet. We not there. How did she do all this? Drunk. When you drunk, you go
go outside. You gonna go outside. Who the think they're going to basement? What is it in the basement?
No, it's on the front lobby. Yeah, it's on the front. Once you walk past the desk, it's a little hallway. You gotta walk.
Then how would she know to go there?
It's 2 big white doors. You gotta open the doors to get in, and it's a camera right there.
I don't know much about Beverly. Have you taken a path of least resistance? Oh, this is the one. Okay, well, that's so much worse for me.
What they saying is that she passed the way you exit to go to these
To get in there.
It don't sound right.
You have all day tomorrow to ask, right? You're going to sit there.
Yes.
Okay. Keep in touch with us. Let you know what we can do along the way, okay?
Yes.
All right. I'll take you.
Guys,
On the main phone, hit me up on the main phone. I swear, I swear, I swear. I can feel like my pussy better than all the bitches you been with. Take his ass on a field trip. You know me, I like to feel with it. He gon' feel the difference. I'ma take a break, I'ma bust down, no prescription. Me, you and me, but your decision. Do all that. Why you teasing me? Why you doing all that? I write your name in the sand. Baby. Don't feel what?
What?
Oh, na 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 na. I can make you fall in love. You got scoot over the oh na with that oh na with that oh na. I can make you fall in love with that oh na with that oh na with that oh na. I can make you fall in love with that oh na with that oh na.
You know, with a slide go up with the gang. And go up.
We still have not received the entirety of the video showing what happened to KENNEKA Jenkins. We've asked you to come here today because there have been a lot of things said out there in the media about what happened, including that there is some videotape showing and displaying her walk into a freezer. We've been given some snippets of video. I'd say less than 30 to 40 minutes of video, 36 hours. And none of that video shows KENNEKA Jenkins walking into a freezer. So still today, we have the question, and we're committed to finding out what happened to KENNEKA Jenkins on the evening of on September 10th of 2017. There have been questions about what did we receive. We've asked for all investigative reports, all statements, all videos from the premises, videos from the hallways, videos from the kitchen, to find out what is shown on the videos. We know she was there, and again, to today's date, we haven't received it. The snippets show a young lady who's disoriented, a young lady who clearly is in need of some attention. She's trying to find her way, and no one from Crown Plaza Hotel responds to her. No one from Crown Plaza Hotel is seeking to provide assistance to her. And for over a day, approximately a day and a half, apparently she was somehow down in this freezer, and they have no way of explaining, or they haven't to this date at least explained, how someone got into an area that clearly or apparently was not being utilized, and a freezer that apparently was on and not being used and functioning. So Ms. Martin has asked us to conduct an independent investigation. We've committed to her that we will not stop until we get all of the video. We will not stop till we get all of the recordings. We will not stop till we get all of the statements, because we want to give her an explanation, and she's entitled to an explanation as to what happened to her daughter on that evening.
We just take it, slide over this, sure. That would help us out. Sorry.
Sure, no problem, no problem. I can tell you that in my line of work, I've come across some very strong individuals. But after hearing some of the 911 tapes, after having sat down, met KENNEKA's mom, I've never met anybody as strong. What she could do for her daughter was unlimited. You're going to hear, I'm sure they're going to end up releasing the 911 tapes. You're going to actually see, hopefully they'll release it today. Hopefully we can get today the video we've been asking for the last 48 hours. But you are going to hear when those tapes are released. Ms. Martin called up and asked time and time again, please check the videotapes at the hotel. My daughter is missing. She went after having an infection in her chest, after having a double mastectomy, went over at 5 o'clock in the morning begging the hotel to please just check the videotapes. In a vacuum, that might sound innocuous, but what we have at least been told through you, the media, there are 47 cameras and 36 hours of tape that they never looked for. They never checked, they never searched, they never did anything, while a young 19-year-old disoriented girl is sitting in their freezer. Now, there has to be an answer to how that happened. Better yet, there has to be an answer to why that happened. Why is Teresa sitting here, having now to go over to the coroners to pick up her child, when on their videotape, in their hotel, in their freezer, all they had to do was watch it? I have guaranteed this mom, guaranteed her, we will get to the bottom of it. We will only go to where the facts lead us. But once we are there, we will have answers. That I promise, and that I promise you.
Thank you.
Sam, have they given you any answers thus far about how a community activist would have seen or claim to have seen videotape that shows this young lady going into a freezer and they would not be able to release that snippet to you?
To be quite honest with you, I don't know what any community activist has seen. To be honest with you, at this point, I'm not interested in what someone else has seen. I want to see it. Larry has been asking for there's nobody, I can tell you this, there's nobody more stringent on asking for what we need than Larry.
And that's the crux of my question.
And it's not just Andrew. There are a lot of people wondering what happened to this young lady. It's a community concern. She's a 19-year-old girl who was apparently found in a freezer after a day and a half of being asked for, and they've asked for videos for a day and a half. The mom went to the front desk asking, will you please look at the videos from the very beginning, and got nothing but resistance from the Crown Plaza Hotel.
Do you think
So
she might
And
still
even
be,
today, we haven't gotten the videos.
do you think she might still be alive if they had acted sooner?
I don't want to guess and speculate, but I want to know what's on these videos. If there's some video that shows her walking into a freezer, as has been reported to the media, I want to see that. I've been asking for it for 48 hours, and all I've gotten is snippets, none of which show that.
How long are the snippets? How many did you get? How long are the snippets?
We've got approximately 8 snippets. They show different portions of the hotel. They show someone who's disoriented, I would say, in need of assistance. I don't know how you would have monitoring systems that show that and not respond to it well before she reaches any freezer.
Ms. Martin, have you seen her in the video?
I don't. There's no freezer whatsoever that I see in this video.
Mom, have you seen
Let me be clear.
Teresa?
I have not received all of the videos, but of the videos they provided me, I have not seen any freezer, and I absolutely have not seen her walk into a freezer.
A spokesman for the hotel told me an hour ago that they have offered you guys the chance to view all 36 hours of tape, and you guys yet to take them up on that offer.
An hour ago?
An hour ago.
It takes me an hour and a half to get there.
So I'm saying though, they made this offer yesterday.
That's not accurate. That's not accurate.
So the spokesman for Crown Plaza is lying.
We have not received an offer to view the video. What's more important is her mother asked to see the video that day, within hours of her daughter being on.
Just so I'm clear, the spokesman is mistaken when he tells me that they have offered the representation for Ms. Martin the chance to view all 36 hours of tape. She's told me that twice in the last 24 hours that they made this offer to you. He is lying, is that what you're saying?
They have now told us they will make it available because we've insisted.
When did they tell you that?
They told me that within the last hour.
Okay.
They did
Not
put out
yesterday.
they did put out a statement yesterday, though, saying they were offered to show the family all of the video. Did you not receive that?
I did not receive contact. All of you have been able to reach me and call me, and we have not received it.
Look, we are here right now. It's not hard. It's not hard. They don't know, like they don't know where Power Rogers and Smith is. Bring the tape now.
That's right.
It's not hard. That's what you call spin. I don't want to sound like the national. That's what you call spin. What happened here is they're mad because the protesters are out front. They're going to tell you anything they want. What we want to know is if they offered it, they can't send a messenger. They can't send somebody over here with the tape right now, and then they could prove us wrong. So that's my point. What we want to know is, where is it? We want to see it. I'm not going to worry about the last 48 hours. I'm going to worry about the next 48 hours.
Right.
I want to know when this mother here, a grieving mother, is going to see the tape in the next 48 hours. When you can answer that, and when they can answer that, then I care. I don't care what happened 48 hours ago. Get us the tape now.
We just received an email from the police department with a link to all of the videos.
Oh, they released it to you, but they didn't call us and tell us this for the mom.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, part of this is we've been requesting all of the videos. We complained that we only received snippets of the videos, and we requested to see all of it. So it's good to see that it's going to be released, and we'll be able to view it.
Teresa, have you?
And what we're looking for is what's been represented to you, that there's some depiction of her walking into a freezer. We have, again, it's not on the snippets. If that's on the video, I want to see that.
Teresa, have you seen those snippets? And have you seen them?
Can we just slide you over here?
Yes, okay.
Do you want to answer? Teresa's under a lot of grief, and we have agreed that we will answer any questions for you.
Is there anything that she would just like us to know or like to share? Because people want to hear from you. They feel, they empathize with the situation, with obviously your treatment and then obviously losing a child. They want to hear from you. Is there something that you want to tell folks that will see this, that, thanking them for their concerns, whatever you'd like to say?
Yes, I thank everybody for your help, the love and support. But I also want to know what happened. I want to see I want to see her literally actually walking into this freezer and closing herself within this freezer and freezing to death.
Talk about how a mother, I mean, obviously you've got some health issues right now. Talk about where that fight comes from, to fight for your child, to keep going forward even though everything maybe in your body says, I can't handle, I can't take one more step.
God. Counts for God.
We would also appreciate from the media if you would direct any of your questions to either myself or to Larry. She hasn't slept in probably 3 or 4 days.
She's still arranging to see her daughter. She hasn't been able to see her, and she has to make funeral arrangements. So if you could respect that and not contact her, and we direct that to you as well as the general public.
Larry, so based on what you saw in the videotape so far, even if it's incomplete, what do you think are some of the potential liability issues for the hotel?
I don't want to guess or speculate. I haven't gotten any statements, and we will go, as Sam said, we will go where the facts lead us. So all we've gotten so far is the snippets. We just got a short time ago the 911 recordings. I want all of it. I want all of the recordings, all of the communications, all of the reports, the statements that were taken. I want to know the individuals that were there. It's my understanding that there are parties that go on in these hotels. I want to know what they knew and what opportunities they had to be aware and prevent this from happening. We haven't even gotten an autopsy report yet. So a part of what we're doing is making sure she can begin the process of completing her grieving. Like I said, she has not even seen her daughter. The hope is that she can go to the medical examiner's office within the next few hours, quite frankly, and then begin to make plans. And then she's charged us with doing this investigation to find out what happened to KENNEKA. We want to know, and she's entitled to know, what happened to her daughter.
Are you satisfied that there was no foul play at all?
I'm not satisfied with anything. I don't know what happened to her. I don't, and what I have seen does not explain to me what happened to her. So I want to be able to give this mother answers. I want to look at it, the information myself. I owe her that. We owe her that. Crown Plaza owes her that. They have 36 hours of video, much of which will probably show her there looking for her daughter when they were not. It'll show family and friends looking for her daughter when they were not, sending her off to the police station. She's entitled to have that reviewed thoroughly, and that's what we've committed to do for her.
Have you talked to the other friends who were with her? Have they been cooperative? What has that been like for you?
We've gotten no resistance from anybody in terms of her friends, because they were there asking Crown Plaza the same things. They're saying, we were here with our friend and we can't find her. She's somewhere here. So, again, there's been no resistance on the side of the family and friends. There's only been resistance thus far to get the video. Give us the video. Let us look at the video. Don't give us snippets. Give us the recordings. Give us the statements. Let us do our own investigation so she can find out what happened to KENNEKA.
When you say independent investigation, what do you mean? What are you wanting right now?
I mean, we will do an investigation for her with our own investigators. We'll do our own interviews. To the extent necessary, we'll do our own autopsy. We need to get that information so we can give her some answers.
How has all the speculation on social media affected this case?
I can't speak to that other than I think that this mother should have gotten attention about what happened to her daughter when she first went to the counter at the Crown Plaza. Within hours of her daughter being missing, she drove to Rosemont despite her illness, went to the counter and said, my daughter was here. Can you help me? She asked them to look at the videos. At that point, it was a couple of hours of videos. Had they done that, we may not be here today.
What time in the morning was that she drove there?
It's 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
In that range, 5,
Right.
6, 8.
When was she first contacted that her daughter was missing? Was it one of the friends who was at that party? Was she just wondering where her daughter was because she didn't come home?
One of the friends, while they were still at the Rosemont Hotel, contacted her and said, we can't find KENNEKA. They didn't leave or abandon her. They couldn't find her.
So you've spoken with these friends who were at the party. Were people, from the time they lost track of KENNEKA, continuing to sweep through the building, so to speak? Were friends going throughout that hotel throughout the night until...
Her friends and her family were doing everything they could do within reason to both look for her themselves at the hotel, as well as ask for assistance from the Crown Plaza staff, both to look for her and to let them see the videos or just look at the videos themselves, telling them where they came in, telling them the locations, and they were not getting the assistance they needed. Assistance that probably, I suspect, I don't know, may have prevented us from being here today.
Have a couple of the online people who've been following the case have injected race into this, thinking they're saying that authorities didn't push this because she was black. Has that ever come into any of your speculation that maybe this was a race thing, maybe because these were black teenagers or not?
I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on getting facts. We want to get information and facts, and then we can digest it and make a determination about, again, what happened to KENNEKA. That's really the crux of what we're doing. What happened to her? I think that's a fair question.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Race is not of importance to me right now until I know what happened. Is it something that could come up? I speculate maybe it could. I don't know. As of right now, that's not my concern. I'm not looking for a race. What I'm not trying to do, Evelyn, is I'm not trying to have an answer and then get the facts to support my answer. I want to have my facts that will lead me to the answer, because that's what is due to her. If this was about an agenda, I could come in here and give you whatever spin I wanted. Larry and I aren't going to do that. We truly and honestly want to know what happened so that we can have this poor woman know what happened to her daughter. At the end of the day, that's all this is. We have a child who is dead and a mother who doesn't know why. And that's the only thing Larry and I are trying to get to. Everything else can go to the wayside, because I know what it's like to be a father, and I know what it's like to have a sick child. I can't imagine what it's like to have one that is deceased and you don't know why. And that's all we're trying to do.
One of the first things I said to her when she called was, I'm glad you called because you needed help. She's on TV asking the same question. And then I find out she's going to the front desk and not getting any assistance. And I told her, I'm glad you called. I want to help you.
Yes. So what's the next step?
Well, apparently we're going to get the entire video. We're going to comb through the 911 tapes they provided to us. We're going to continue to do our own investigation with interviews and so forth. And I expect to have the chance to go look myself and document the scene to see exactly where the locations were that KENNEKA was. So we can put together the pieces of this puzzle to figure out what happened to KENNEKA.
Could there be a lawsuit against the Crown Plaza or City of Rosemont?
Where this may lead will depend on where the facts lead. Right now, we're focused on answering the question of what happened to her that evening, how she possibly got into a freezer of a well-known established Crown Plaza hotel near O'Hare Airport, and no one saw her, no one knew anything about this. That's how they're maintaining their premises. She's entitled to know how this happened. We want to get her some answers.
Have you heard anything from Crown Plaza? Is that area, have there been any changes? Is that area now secure? Are they doing anything different?
We have not received any information about the status of the location where this occurred.
Talking about the hotel not giving the video, what about the police? Have you asked them as well when you couldn't get it from the hotel?
I asked initially both the police department as well as the Crown Plaza Hotel for the video as well as other information.
Was it the same answer from the police with the video?
The response I got from the police department was the production of the snippets of video. We did not get the entirety of the video, and I complained about the fact that I need not what you think I need to see, but I need the entirety of the video.
And what did they say to that?
Their lawyer contacted me actually today and told me he would provide that to me.
Both of you have been on very many criminal cases. Can you recall a time when someone outside of law enforcement, like Andrew Holmes, was actually shown video before a family member was?
To be honest, I don't know what Mr. Holmes saw or he didn't. I have no idea, and quite frankly, to our investigation, it's irrelevant. I understand that this is a media case. I understand that, but that really doesn't affect us. We're not moved by any protests. We're not moved by any protesters or activists. We are only moved by trying to find out what happened to KENNEKA. Other than that, I don't make any I don't care, because that doesn't get me to where we need to be, which is, why is KENNEKA dead? That's where we need to be.